Hello everyone. Everything that you wish to achieve in life begins inside your mind and achieved with the right mindset. Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change around it. So don't ever say, I can't do it. Always say, I can do it, I can achieve it. If you want to become a millionaire, yes, you can become a millionaire. So all what you need to do is just follow the right mindset and work in the right direction. In our today's session, we will get to learn the experiential methodologies to achieve success in your business and professional life. Today we have with us Dr. Pallavi Prakash, an acclaimed motivational speaker and clinical psychologist. She has been honored with many prestigious awards for her contribution in this. She has been conferred with the title of Motivational Guru, and she has trained more than 5,000 plus professionals and entrepreneurs to get the growth in their business and success. So let's start the session and welcome to our guest. Welcome to Building Talk, Dr. Poonam Prakash.
Thank you so much. I'm honored and I'm looking forward for a wonderful interaction today.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we would like to know from you before starting the session and asking about how to follow the right mindset. I would like to know about what are the thoughts and habits that should be avoided to become successful in any sphere of life. It can be for students or any professional. So please tell us about the habits of that should be avoided.
Absolutely. At the onset, let me extend my heartiest congratulations to Apexx Media, Dr. Poonam, for putting up a wonderful program which would really inspire the next generation. This is what I feel from the core of my heart. So I have this habit of appreciating all the good work that is happening in the industry. So let me extend my heartiest congratulations for that. Now, before we start the conversation, I would like to extend my gratitude for the wonderful introduction, for the wonderful accolades which are connected to my name. And that's the reason all my viewers can expect something different from this session. You will not hear anything out of Google. You'll not hear anything out of books, because I'm known for talking from my heart and talking from my years of experience globally.
Yes.
So now coming to your question, Poonam. So what are the things which we can avoid? This is a very, I would say, common questions which are asked in most of the college, seminars which I address, or professional seminars which I address. So this is also one of my favorite questions. Let me put it like that. So, because before trying to understand what's perfect, you should understand what's imperfect for your mind.
Yes.
Right? So I must say that's a very good question to start with. Now, the things which I strongly recommend you should avoid are all your mental blocks.
Yes.
Right? And the mental blocks which I would be talking today would be coming out from practical experience from the patients, from the followers. So number one, you have to avoid all the mental blocks, because if you really feel from your subconscious mind that you can achieve the goal which you have set for your life, nobody can stop you from achieving that, my dear friends. Nobody, absolutely nobody, not even yourself.
Yes.
But the difference is, you should clearly understand what are your goals. Are your goals your own, or are you pursuing somebody else's dream? Are you targeting at something which you do not really want in life? So number one, you should avoid all the mental blocks, which I will be talking in detail in the discussion here on. And the mental blocks can be self-induced perception.
Right.
Now, what is self-induced perception? Most youngsters, they ask, ma'am, please explain it clearly. Self-induced, why I use the term self-induced? Because we ourselves keep inducing certain parameters, certain guidelines for us as per the peers and society pressures and professional pressures, I must say. Professional pressure is a big, burning topic I've been speaking on. How to avoid, and so we have put up particular guideline therapy for us that we should do this, we must not achieve this, we must behave in a particular set manner. All right. So number one, you have to push aside, you have to throw away all the predefined perceptions which you have imposed on yourself due to the societal and professional pressure. The day you start showing off these pressures, you will really discover the real you, and then be it personal, professional, any success, nobody can stop you. So just answering precisely the first question, you should avoid the mental block, especially the self-induced perception and the myths.
Right.
Yes.
Then how to develop the right mindset?
Absolutely. That's a natural course of action which must follow, in fact. Once you know what to avoid, then how do we achieve that? How do we achieve the right mindset, right? So, as a clinical psychologist, I have been referring few therapies, few techniques, past couple of years, especially in the COVID pandemic phase.
Yes.
And trust me, these techniques and therapies have really worked. So today I'm trying to share something out of my box, and I hope all your viewers would be benefited. So number one is to achieve a right mindset, right? You should define your goals clearly in life. Number one. Step by step. First things first, define your goal in life. Now this seems to be very easy, literally. I'm telling you. From school days we have been taught define your goal. But do we actually define realistic goals? Yes or no? Several times no. And that's the first step where you're missing at. Set the goals which you really want to pursue, which are realistic as per your resources. Coming to the second part is about resources, right? So utilize correct resources, right? You might have n number of resources: finances, your support system, your psychological backings, your education, your support systems. But you have to select the resources which would be useful for achieving your goal, and you have to be very wise in that, right? Number 3 is make a proper plan of action, POA. It's pertinent to have a proper plan of action because it's a body without soul. Okay, you have the right intellect, you have set the goal properly, you have utilized the resources properly, but if you do not make a proper foolproof POA, things will not work, right?
Nothing will work out. Yes,
absolutely. And then when you have plan in your hand, you have everything in your hand. तो कहते हैं लड़ाई की पूरी तैयारी कर ली है, then what is important, what is missing here? Now you have to focus only and only on your action, not on your reaction, not on reactions. Right. This is very important. यहीं पे success और failure की fine line differentiate होती है. Right. I was talking the other day. I've made a lot of motivational video also these days. So this is a very small line, but how deep it is. When you focus on action and not on reaction, what happens?
Right.
All the mental blocks. Okay? Because you're not concerned about reaction of peers, society, your near ones, your colleagues. All right? You're only concerned with the quality of your action. Okay? See, there's a difference between result and reaction. Right. We don't have to confuse. We should be worried about the result, but not the reaction, right? So once you have the plan, so you have just to concentrate on your action, on the implementation part, nothing else. And once you focus on that, then you have a 4-liner of correct mindset development, which will hit you directly to the goal. And these are again, we can have, these are long talks. But in short, I've tried to put the 4 steps. Number 1 is define the goal properly, utilize the correct resources. Number 3 is make a proper POA. Number 4 is focus only on action and implementation, not on reaction. Yes, my dear.
So, ma'am, Dr. Pallavi, what are the mental blocks that restricts the plan of action, and how we can work on that?
Okay, very specific, right? So we have, I just spoke about mental blocks, right? Now, what are the mental blocks that restricts the plan of action? And this is especially in context of professionals, the business world which I'm talking.
Right.
Number 1 would be the induced perception. I'll give you a formula today. If the spelling wouldn't be the same as the English vocabulary, IFF. And why the double F? Because you should really understand, if you have this if in your life, your professional success will not follow. Right? So my viewers can get down. Right. But if I is induced perception. Now, what are induced perceptions? Induced perceptions are not understanding your abilities clearly. Suppose you are good in creative arts, right? But you're trying to follow science or technology. Just because everybody in the family is doing that. Just because you're maybe the people you have grown up with are doing that. I remember when I was in Canada, and when I left my career, I did my master's, from WWBC Canada, Vancouver, and came back to India. So this is general question till date which have been asked from me repeatedly time and again. Ma'am, why did you leave your academic, the level of excellence and come back to India? I said because I completed my education there, but I wanted to give my services. I wanted to experiment life, because somehow deep down I was very sure I'm not born to be a techie. I was very sure I was not born to be a techie, because I did my master's in computer engineering, as all of you know, and so working for IBM and HCL once I came back to India. But I was quick to realize I was not born to be a techie, right? And when you realize, you should make the correction there and then.
Right.
So this is what I'm talking about. You should clearly not go for induced perceptions. I'm giving you my life example. Because in our times, becoming a top-notch, doing degree, MTech from foreign universities and becoming doctors and engineers was, way of life, right? And once, we also in kind of peer pressure, because I was very good in academics, so I followed the same line, right? But I was quick to realize that this is not me. So today, I advise all the youngsters, professionals, budding professionals, don't make that mistake. At very early stage of life, discover your wings. What are your strong force? What is your inherent talent? And pick the profession accordingly. Right? So do not go for induced perceptions. And then most important is that you should, in cognitive therapy, I'll give you a term today. Okay, cylinder defense. Because I'm a clinical psychologist also. So we are talking about mental blocks, which are hindering our success in profession. So there's something Poonam called cylinder defense. Now, what is this mechanism? In cognitive therapy, what we do is we try to push off the cylinder defense. Cylinder defense is a mechanism which your mind, subconscious mind, automatically puts on you not to do that task, because you do not want to do that task. You have set the goal as per the peers, as per the general societal norms, professional pressures as well. But even if you want to do it, you're preparing. You must have seen many people who are preparing for UPSC exams, for a lot of things, but they are not able to be academically very good, because there is a cylinder mechanism which is working in the subconscious mind.
Right.
So you do not have to allow that to happen to you. Okay. So I think let's go to the next question, because I can keep talking on and on. Yeah.
Like Dr. Pallavi, once we set the goal, okay, then we decide the plan of action. Then the third step comes where we have to start working and achieve the desired result. Throughout that journey becomes very stressful, and sometimes the person feels so anxious. Then how to deal with that situation?
Absolutely. It's natural to feel stressed out professionally and personally as well sometimes, especially in this highly competitive globally, situation, I would say, scenario which is happening.
Yes.
So I think many people, they have been talking about de-stress, but I don't use this term exactly, because this is something which is a subset. Okay, there's a set and subset. So stress is coming out from a troubled mind. Okay, so let's hit the troubled mind. Let's know how to control your mind. Once you know how to control your mind and use it properly, then stress would occur to the minimal level. Now, how to do that? That's the $1 million question. So again, I'm going to share how to do that. That's the $1 million question. So again, I'm going to share with all your viewers, Poonam, today another formula, because I'm known for giving these kind of formulas and wisdom from my kitty, from my experience. So you'll not get any of these, as I told you, anywhere. So I'll give you a formula called shape. You need to shape your mind. Okay. All of us know about fitness of a body. This is very important. I was talking the other day on leadership, transformational leadership. Then this was the question which was asked, ma'am, how can we shape our mind basically? And I said, let me give you a formula only shape. अब देखते हैं उसमें क्या, right? But what does S stand for? S is sort out your priorities. Prioritize yourself.
Okay.
Okay. There are a number of things which we need to do, right? I'm sure you agree with me. There are a number of things which we need to do professionally and personally. But can we do all of them at a time? Yes or no?
Not possible. Yes.
Not possible. And even if we try to make it possible, that would unnecessarily put a lot of stress on a mind.
Lot of stress, right?
Why do them?
Right.
Absolutely. So why do them? Let's prioritize things. Let's sort things out. So every morning when you get up, this is something which I'm sure many professionals must be doing. But again, I'll repeat it. If somebody is not doing, please start doing from today onwards. Make a to-do list, my dear friends. It's very, very important. It seems a small task, but it's very important. Till date, from my student life till date, I've been doing this. Because it's not possible to do all the 20-25 things which you have in your hand, right? So make a to-do list, a realistic to-do list. If you can do only 3 things, write down 3 things. If you can do only 4 things, please write down 4 things. There's nobody. Only you have to face your conscience. Okay, you have to be true to your conscience.
Right.
So number 1 is S, sorting out or prioritizing your course, professional, personal, for everybody. Okay. Now what is H? This is very important. Students who are listening to me can note it down. H. H is harness gratitude in your life. How I would say this is really chronicle that we remember the negative things in our life. हमारे साथ ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ. Do we actually remember these things, good things which have happened to us today, tomorrow, every day? Very less. Because human mind is conditioned to think more towards negativity. I'm sure all of us, any psychologist would know that, right? That we are naturally conditioned towards thinking or being attracted towards negativity. But we have to pull ourselves. That is where we step in. Okay? We do therapies, we teach them how to pull yourself towards positivity. So this is a wonderful method, my dear friends. Harness gratitude in your life. How do you do that? Gratitude list, as simple as that. If you don't have time every day, please take out some time once in a week. Write down the things, the people who are, who are making your life meaningful. Okay, we hear this thing everywhere, gratitude list. क्या कर पाते हैं? नहीं कर पाते हैं. जो करते हैं उनको stress नहीं होता. Because they know what are the positive things, the beautiful things which are already in your life, and you're missing on them. And these induce positive hormones and reduces the stress. Okay. Now next one is promote, as I told you, H I have spoken. A is what? A is aim only for your goal. अभी मैंने बात की उसके बारे में. I've just spoken. Do not aim for your friends' goals, your colleagues' goals, your siblings' goals, because you have to be very realistic in your goal. Because if you aim only for your goal, stress will be minimal, because your mind will be conditioned towards working towards your goal. I'll be talking about subconscious mind little if we have time. So उसी में I'll थोड़ा इस point को I'll elaborate, right? So aim only towards your goal. Now next one is P. What is P? Promote positivity in your life. How can you do that? Connecting with people, communicating with people, networking with people. We are missing on. See, physically we can be apart, especially in this COVID, post-COVID phase. But mentally we can be connected, right?
Yes.
So talk to your friends, communicate with your peers, network with your professional, the colleagues, because by sharing and caring, your knowledge also grows, and the positive hormones increases, and the stress level drops down to a minimal level. Trust me, guys, I've been practicing this. And all the patients who have come to me, जो बात नहीं करते थे किसी से, मैंने compulsorily उनको prescribe किया to talk to 5 people in a day. And after a month, they saw the results, right? So promote the positivity in your life. Why I'm using this word promote? Because ये already है आपकी life में. It is already there. We are not acknowledging this. We are not accepting this. We are not promoting it. Promote क्या कर रहे हैं हम? Negativity. जो नहीं हो रहा, हमारे साथ ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? हमारे साथ ये क्यों हो रहा है? ये अच्छी चीजें क्यों हो रही है?
Just like we are putting our energy on negative thing, that's why negativity is increasing. If we'll put our energy on positive, I think positivity will increase.
Absolutely. So the last one, last but not the least, is E. Now what is E? All of us know how to keep ourselves fit physically, don't we? Workout करते हैं, calorie management, everything we do. So we take out 5 minutes, 10 minutes also for exercising our mind. कुछ लोग करते हैं, right? And the people who are doing it, stress level is minimal. Trust me, guys. एक बहुत ही कारगर तरीका मैं बताऊंगी, okay, which I have devised myself. Pick up a corner of peace in your office or your home, anywhere you're comfortable.
Okay.
I just need 5 minutes, your 5 minutes. And if you're very busy, your 10 minutes. I need your 5 minutes in the morning and evening. And if you're very busy, I need your 10 minutes, because you need that more, right? So corner of peace select करना है anywhere in your office or your home, wherever you're comfortable, and you have to go thoughtless 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes before going to bed. Why do I say thoughtless? I say thoughtless because our subconscious mind is constantly thinking.
Right.
In 1996, Poonam, there was research in Cambridge University, and you'll be surprised to know that 95% in the day, 95% our subconscious mind is active, and only 5% our physical or conscious mind is interacting with the physical world. So just imagine कितना pressure होगा subconscious mind पे. And when the subconscious mind is not empty, will it attract positive thoughts? No. It is tired, my dear friends. Relax it. Revitalize it. Give it some space to absorb only the positive thoughts. So, corner of peace याद रखिएगा, बहुत important है. ज़्यादा exercise मैं recommend नहीं करती हूँ. People are busy. Only 5 minutes in the morning and before going to bed. So, if you follow this shape, SHAPE, I can guarantee all the professionals who are your viewers who are listening to me today, and students as well, that the stress level would be minimal. I wouldn't say it will go all together. It requires practice over the months.